watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to Armstrong Entertainment. This is Chad here. Have you missed me? Probably not, but here I am anyways. I went and saw the movie Stillwater, starring Matt Damon and Abigail Breslin and directed by Tom McCarthy, who did the 2015 Best Picture winner, Spotlight. So Stillwater tells a story of a true-blooded American from Oklahoma played by Matt Damon, who travels to France to visit his daughter who is in jail for murder. It's basically the Amanda Knox story told from the perspective of her dad, if her dad went over to Italy to try and solve the murder. And it's also a little bit of a love story. The film is relatively slow-paced, as you are following Matt Damon's character as he's discovering clues, following leads, meeting cute French people along the way, going from point A to point B to point C. It's a fish-out-of-water story. You're always 2 steps ahead. It's very convenient. However, I was along for the ride for the first hour of the film, and I was really invested into what was happening and going on. And then, out of nowhere, the film takes a swerve to the right, and it becomes a love story, completely dropping the narrative of the first hour, and then it moves into this whole other thing of Matt Damon's relationship with this woman and her daughter. I will say, the acting across the board for this is incredible. That's what really made the film for me. Matt Damon's he's just great. Abigail Breslin, the little girl who plays Maya, the French woman. I particularly enjoyed the relationship between Matt Damon and the little girl Maya. It was so cute and endearing, and I could have watched a whole movie just about that. I'm not even sure what I would compare this movie to, and maybe that's a good thing because it just felt so different. Basically, it's 2 movies in one, and the message of the film was also a little confusing. I think the message was true red-blooded Americans will do whatever they have to do to get the job done. All in all, the more I think about it, the more I did enjoy this film. Yes, I did not understand what was happening half of the time, but somehow it was able to come together, these 2 films in one, and spew out something that I did enjoy, and I was along for the ride. However, I do have one big gripe, and that is my 2-hour time limit, which this film went over. This movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and I always say, if a movie is over 2 hours long, it's rarely justified. You do not need to have a movie over 2 hours long. It doesn't make sense. You need to tighten that narrative. You need to make it shorter. This movie, if it would have been an hour and 15 minutes long, I would have loved it. But instead, they made you sit through this extra 30 minutes of nonsense that didn't move the story along. It didn't tighten it up. It just makes me, as you can tell, I'm getting very angry about this. It is my 2-hour rule. Very rarely do I see a movie over 2 hours long that I think was well-deserved and justified. I did enjoy this film. It is only playing in theaters near you. It is called Stillwater, and I suggest you go see it and let me know what you think. It's a doozy. Until next time.
He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.